What if the biggest change in the history of modern money is happening right now, but no one can see it? What if the stories you're hearing about the future of money are just a way to keep your attention off of the real change going on somewhere else? Someone inside the industry is telling us that the fourth quarter will be amazing for crypto and that trillions of dollars are ready to flood the market. But the most important move might not come from where everyone thinks it will. An investment firm has just put in for a new type of spot, XRPETF, a move with a lot more depth than it seems. At the same time, Vanguard, a huge company that manages more than $10 trillion, is quietly getting into the crypto game. They seem to be looking at Bitcoin, but it's possible that they are also looking at something much more important. There are links, and today we're going to follow them on the web and find out what's really going on behind the scenes. I need to be honest with you before we get into the secret parts of this financial revolution. These are the kinds of ideas that can make a family rich for generations, but you have to know how to spot them. Because of this, I spent over 10 years researching and investing to make the best business guide for millionaires. There is more to this than just a PDF or a bunch of Excel files. It's a complete step-by-step plan to train your mind to see the next big chances long before they become popular. It's about figuring out the strategies that the very rich use to set themselves up for huge wins. This is the first thing you need to do if you really want to change your financial future. Get your guide by clicking on the link. Let's take off the top layer now. Beginning to feel like the silence is ending. People with a lot of power, like Eric Trump, are coming forward and saying that the fourth quarter of this year will be amazing for a lot of different reasons. It's not just hopeless. It comes from designs that can be seen. From a historical point of view, the last 3 months of the year have always been the best for digital assets. It's not the same this time. A perfect storm is forming because a lot of things are coming together at once. There is the obvious fact that the M2 money supply, or the total amount of money in circulation around the world, is going through the roof. This constant printing of money, which is sometimes called quantitative easing, lowers the value of regular money and pushes smart capital to look for safety in assets that can't be made indefinitely. If you ask people what they think the future holds for Bitcoin, the answer is shocking. A possible value of $1 million per coin in the future. This isn't just about one thing. It shows a huge change in the way things are thought about, where digital scarcity becomes the best way to store value in a world of unlimited fiat. Some of the most realistic and skeptical people in business, like Kevin O'Leary, agree with this point of view. He is known for being harsh on the crypto area. Still, even he now talks about trillions of dollars about to enter the market. What's taking so long? It all comes down to one word: rules. The big banks, called money center banks, have been ignoring the business for years, criticizing it in public while secretly realizing how huge its potential is. O'Leary says the real meat of the matter isn't just Bitcoin as a speculation asset, it's about the science behind it, the big change in how digital payments work. That's where the really amazing chance is. And the moment officials make things clear, the moment they officially call assets like Bitcoin commodities, he tells Katie, bar the doors. That's when the huge amounts of institutional capital can finally move. An asset that is controlled can be indexed. It can be put in boxes. They can sell it to their customers. In order to index that one product alone, O'Leary thinks $1 trillion will come in almost overnight. Think about that. The gates to the flood will finally be opened. A smart and understated plan is already being used while everyone waits for a pure Bitcoin or XRP ETF. A hybrid spot ETF is an interesting new offering that a company called CyberHornet just filed for. It's kind of like a Trojan horse that is meant to sneak the huge power of digital assets into even the most conservative standard portfolios. The document suggests a fund that isn't made up of only crypto, but a carefully chosen 75 to 25 mix. 75% of the fund's assets would be put into the safe and well-known S&P 500 stocks. The other 25% would be put straight into a cryptocurrency of choice, such as XRP, Ethereum, or Solana. This is a brilliant move. It makes the risk seem smaller to both institutional and individual investors. letting them benefit from the huge gains in crypto while keeping their feet on the stable stock market. You'll see more and more of these mixed options grow. They are the best way to get a market that isn't sure about the new financial reality used to it. It's the first step toward making these assets normal in the world's financial system, so they can be a normal part of any diverse portfolio. Aside from these smart hybrid models, there is a growing desire for direct pure play exposure that is growing into a tidal wave. A new list of pending applications shows a long line of famous business people waiting for government approval. Franklin Templeton is the name of the company that oversees almost $1.7 trillion. We're going to talk about Bitwise, Grayscale, WisdomTree, and 21 shares. There are 19 different products coming out soon from at least 13 different providers for both the spot and futures markets. You can feel the excitement. Mark McClure, CEO of Canary Capital, has said that a spot XRP product will see an amazing $5 billion in net demand in just the first 30 days after it goes live. Just think about how much power that extra money putting into one item has. Don't forget, that was just one guess. Getting in is the key. When a product is only sold by one organization, it is easy to get, but not very plentiful. But when 10 or more of the biggest asset managers in the world all release their goods at the same time, it creates a level of access and competition that has never been seen before. It's no longer a question of if the institutional flood will happen. When will it happen? Here we are at the most important and mysterious part of the puzzle. When big groups really want to buy something, what do? Do they tell everyone about it, which would drive up the price before they've built their position? Of course not. This is not what they do. The analyst Black Swan Capitalist said that there is a plan that has been used before. They talk badly about the asset in public, calling it trash and telling you to stay away. They are quietly getting as much as they can at the lowest prices at their trading desks in the back rooms, where it is quiet. We've seen this trend happen over and over again. This is an important truth that you must learn. These organizations are not there to help you out.